You are listening to The Vocal Technologist. Spoken tech for your ears.
Welcome back, everyone. In marketing and brand strategy today, things change so fast. Staying ahead isn't just nice, it's pretty essential. So today, we're going to cut through some of that, find the really impactful ideas from some fascinating material we've been looking at, things that might actually change how you think about getting seen and growing. Okay, let's jump right in. This idea that how brands get seen online. It's really changing, isn't it? It's not just about your own website or your own post anymore. What's the core of this shift? How is being seen actually, transformed?
Yeah, it's a big one. There's this phrase floating around, humans skim, machines scrape, and that kind of nails it. AI search engines, they're digging into places like Reddit, YouTube, TikTok, even Substack, pulling info from there, often prioritizing that over a brand's official site.
So wait, you mean visibility isn't just about what we publish, but what other people are saying about us in these community spaces?
Exactly. What people are saying about you is becoming way more important than just your own broadcasts. So things like, public discussion, PR, content from creators, user chats. That stuff is becoming much more vital than old school ads. Even influencers, they need to do more than just mention a product. They need to show it, explain it. Demos, explainers, that's key now.
That makes sense. It feels like the easy days of just pumping out content and expecting growth are kind of over. People are overwhelmed.
Yeah.
So success now depends more on being different, offering real experiences, having a distinct brand people actually talk about.
Precisely. Generic content just doesn't cut it. You need to stand out. And your content, it needs to work for both humans quickly scanning and for those AI scrapers digging deep. It's a dual purpose now.
Okay, so visibility is shifting. Now let's get into some specific tactics, because here's where it gets really interesting, right? Some clever, almost surprising things that are working. Let's start with Instagram, that perception hack they used early on.
Oh yeah, that's a classic. They hit, 25,000 users on launch day, 1 million in 3 months. Just massive growth. And a big part of it was focusing on perceived speed, making it feel fast.
How did they do that?
Well, instead of waiting for the photo to fully upload after you hit post, they started the upload process the moment you picked a filter. So by the time you were ready to actually share, a chunk of the work was already done. It felt instantaneous.
Ah, clever. Unlike competitors like Hipstamatic, who are more focused on just the image quality itself.
Right. Instagram understood the user psychology. The feeling of speed was critical. It wasn't really faster. It just seemed faster. Almost a bit of a magic trick.
That really shows the power of focusing on the user experience, the psychology behind it. And we see something similar, maybe less psychological, but still user-focused, with that party hard travel example, right? The webpage redesign.
Uh-huh. They took their Aya Napa package page, trimmed down a big distracting image, pulled reviews right to the top, and just made the navigation clear. Small tweaks, really. But it made the key package details 13% easier to find, and boom, signups jumped by 5%, just by making the important stuff obvious.
It's about reducing friction, making it easy for people.
Yeah.
Okay, and what about meta catalog ads? That's another surprise. Weren't those seen as kind of, ugly retargeting things? Now they're huge.
Absolutely huge. 60% of all meta ad spend is going to these catalog units now. 60%. They've evolved way beyond just basic retargeting. Brands are using them for prospecting, finding new customers, driving sales at scale.
And it's not just Meta.
Yeah.
Pinterest, Reddit, Snap, even connected TV, they're all leaning into these catalog-style ad formats.
Yeah, all these examples, they really show it's a mix, isn't it? You need the psychological insight like Instagram, you need the data-driven tweaks like Cardi Hard, and you need to keep up with how the platforms themselves are changing, like with meta ads.
Right. Okay, so we've covered getting found, getting attention, but what happens when a brand basically hits rock bottom? Let's talk about an incredible turnaround. Luckin Coffee.
Oh, Luckin. What a story. They had that massive collapse in 2020, remember? Fabricated revenue, huge scandal, looked like they were finished, but they staged this incredible comeback. Now they're the biggest coffee chain in China. Over 26,000 stores, I think.
How did they even do that? From total collapse to market leader?
Key shifts. They moved away from just deep discounts. They went more premium. They created these huge hit drinks, the coconut latte, the mousse latte, things that really clicked with Chinese consumers. They tied into local culture really well, and they got super data-driven. They used data to pick store locations, innovate drinks. It massively boosted their new store success rate, something like 63% survival rate up to 93%.
Oh, wow.
And they launched dozens of new drinks constantly.
Yeah.
Super agile. They've even started expanding outside China, including into the U.S. now.
That's just It's a serious lesson in resilience, isn't it? And being willing to completely pivot your strategy and really, really understanding your specific market.
Absolutely. It shows that even from a really bad place, a brand can redefine itself and succeed if it makes the right strategic moves.
Okay, so we've covered quite a bit today. The shifting digital landscape, where community voice is king. Those clever hacks like Instagram speed trick and data-driven site tweaks. And then this amazing comeback story with Luck and Coffee.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? In this world just flooded with content where strategies seem to change constantly, how can you, listening right now, apply some of these ideas? How can you make your message stand out, connect genuinely, and build something that actually lasts?
That's the challenge for sure. A great thought to leave things on. Thanks so much for tuning in with us today. Until next time, keep exploring.
Spoken Tech for your ears.